Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over exactly how to change up your product research strategy so that you're seeing products no one else is seeing. All right, what's up, guys? A lot of new stuff going on. The biggest of all, of course, is my mustache is gone. I'm sorry, it will be missed. Not really. I hated that thing. Anyway, been having a pretty good day. Figured I'd sit down and do some product research. And I've been doing some new stuff lately, so I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. So we'll head out right over to the Jungle Scout web app, obviously. Okay, perfect. And I'm probably going to have to sign in, which is okay. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a good day. Had a pretty productive day. Woke up, worked out, meditated. Supposed to do a call with someone that I do coaching with, but they rescheduled. Had a little extra time, some deeper meditation. Been really into it lately. But now, I went out to lunch with Lindsay. Me moving a week from tomorrow. So tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be 1 week away. Our flight out, 2,200 miles. Across the country, and figured, let's do some more product research. I want to get going on my 5th product now. Trying to just really lock down and focus and, find another product. And it's hard. Sometimes, I'll be doing product research and it just seems like I'm finding the same stuff all the time. Has that ever happened to you? Where you'll literally be like, messing around within the guidelines that someone tells you. Maybe it was me or someone else. The guidelines I use are what I learned from, people who are doing millions of dollars on Amazon. And maybe you're slightly below me. Maybe you're on my level, several products selling well. Maybe you're super advanced and just looking for some new strategies. But anyway, what happens is you'll do product research for 1 or 2 days. Maybe you'll get a couple good ideas. But then for the most part, you start seeing a lot of repetitiveness and you kind of hit this lull where you just can't really find a product. That happened to me recently, and now I've been combating that with this new method. And it's not really a new method, it's just more like what should you actually be focusing on. So let's just jump right into Jungle Scout. Now this is the Jungle Scout web app. This is the first thing you need to get if you want to change your life financially, start selling on Amazon. I picked this route a while ago, and I've messed around with a lot of online businesses. A lot of people don't know that. When I was most unsuccessful was when I was dabbling in many things. But when I became, financially successful, at least, was sticking to one thing, aka pick a business model and go for it. Doesn't matter what you do, just start something. So I would start here. You could pick this software up. It's only like $39, I believe. And it's the first link down in the description. Actually, second link down in the description. First link is my course, which is 100% donation based, by the way. So, obviously I put just as much time into that as anyone who's selling their course for $1,000 does, but I wanted to make it more accessible for you. So I encourage you to pay as much as you can afford, obviously, because it's content I spent a ton of time on. It's Amazon A to Z, literally from, start all the way to how to launch your product. Baby steps in the computer, almost 10 hours of content. So hop in there if you haven't already. But anyway, we'll come back to this. And now what we're going to be doing is pick one category. Okay. So I figured out this helps a lot. Maybe go one at a time. So pick, spend a day doing just 3 categories and all of them one at a time. So maybe I'll look through arts, crafts, and sewing for 2 hours. Look through, home and kitchen for an hour, and then patio, lawn, garden for a couple more hours. Go at them one at a time. We're gonna do arts, crafts, and sewing. Just do one category. That's it. Most people do select probably 10 different ones that are good to sell. I'll just go with one. And what we're gonna do also is price. Let's be, this is where we can start finding stuff that no one's looking for. So essentially how I arrived at this idea was I was thinking and I was like, all right, what does everyone do and what do you do and why are you seeing all the same stuff? So I was like, well, typically like cookie cutter Amazon FBA, about, you know, you want a price of like $14.99, maybe up to $49.99. So that's like the impulse buy range, right? So it's someone doesn't really care which one they get. They just have a product in mind. They look for it and they quickly add to their cart and check out. Credit card's already attached. They don't really think about it too much. I'd say over 50, for the most part, we fall out of that because people start to think about it, right? You know, if you spend like 80, 90, even like $65 on something, generally you're going to look around, right? So you might bounce from Amazon and then you might go look at like, say it's an outdoor product like dickssportinggoods.com, like cabela's.com, right? So you're going to check, and just Google will kind of do that for you. Like you'll search for it. Maybe you search in Amazon. You're going to look around a little more is what I'm trying to say. So you don't just, it's not such an impulsive buy, and you might have to spend more time developing a product like that. You know, if something's worth $65, that's a price that, you know, you should expect a well-made product at that price range. So we're looking for the small product. So what I was trying to say is, you know, typically you go anywhere from like $15 to $50. Now, why don't we look at a little bit higher end stuff? So I want like a $10, $15 profit margin per product. So I don't have to sell like 100 a day to equal, you know, $100 or $200, right? At a very low profit. So why don't we look just, you know, above $19.99? So we'll do $20 and then max price. Let's look in like just pick a, this is the whole point of this video, is how to find stuff no one's finding. Usually people go very broad, and Jungle Scout's gonna do their best to show you a good mixture of products in there. So let's go very narrow. So 20, and then let's go to 30. So that means 20, $21.99, $24.99, $29.99. All those products are gonna show up, okay? Minimum sales. Again, people go usually 300 or over. Let's be very picky about what we're doing here, and let's pick a specific number of sales we want. So be realistic with you. Since we're going $20 to $30, let's just say we have a 50% profit margin. So at $20, I would make $10 profit. Say we're somewhere in the middle here at $25, I would make about a $13 profit, right? And then at $30, I'd be making a $15 profit. So minimum sales, if we wanted to make, you know, let's say we're gonna find something on the higher end of this, we would only need, you know, about 7 sales a day at $15 profit to get a $100 a day product. And that's really all we're going for, right? Let's just stack a bunch of, you know, this is like asset allocation within Amazon FBA. Is if you could, you don't need a $1,000 product. You know, some people, I'm not saying that, I'm not disagreeing that that's not a good strategy. It could potentially be a great strategy. But if you could just go over the products, and this kind of is within the topic of this video, go for the ones that are kind of just like hanging fruit, easy things to run with that give you the cash flow to do a launch for a product that, you know, 20,000, 30,000 a month profit. So minimum sales, 7 a day. So if we just did, you know, 7 times 30, that's really only 210 sales a day. So we'll say as low as 210 minimum sales, and then we'll go up to only about 600. So maybe we'll go like 680 or something. So what we're doing is we're cutting out a very specific piece of the market. So we're telling Jungle Scout right now, I only want to see things that have a $10 to $15 profit margin. And if you could even just put minimum net here, we'll say 15, because that's the net, right? So say you have a $5 product cost, we'll do like 14. That means you're going to get paid at least 14. And then the price is 20 to 30. So that kind of sets us up nicely for a pretty solid profit margin. And then what we're saying is, show me people who are selling 10 to 25 units a day, roughly. Technically 7 to 25 units a day, but I don't want to see anyone really more than that amount of unit sales, because if I have to try and launch for, you know, a product that's giving, you know, selling 40, 50, 60 units a day, it's gonna be a lot tougher. And A, you're gonna have to order more up front, and B, you might run the risk of not even being able to rank in general. So let's kind of hone in on a very specific market here. Now we're using this tool strategically. This is what this tool was meant for, right? I've watched several hours worth of video of the CEO of this company, Greg Mercer, talking about this tool. The way he loves to use it is just, you know, there's no real restrictions, right? Everyone thinks they have to do like this cookie cutter approach. And I keep saying that. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it's just like the $15 to $50, 300 minimum sales, $5,000 to $15,000 in revenue, and under 75 reviews, right? Under a pound, okay? So what we're gonna do is use this tool a little bit differently and kind of fine tune it, right? So I wanna see things that no one else is seeing. That's kind of the whole point of this, right? Is like, yes, of course other people are gonna be seeing it, but less people will be seeing it, and it'll be fresher things that maybe you haven't seen before. That's really all that matters. So minimum revenue, again, we want $100 a day, and we're at a 50% profit margin. So we know technically we could not possibly have anything less than $6,000 per month, if we're being realistic here, right? Because $100 a day profit will always be, you know, $2,800 to $3,100 a month, right? We'll just round and say that every month has 30 days, so $3,000 a month. And 50%, obviously, we need to make double that in revenue, which is what this is filtering by. This is revenue, not profit. So that'll guarantee $100 a day in profit with the filters we set up here for price and the minimum net. And then max revenue, where do we want to max that out? So we could either kind of do what we did with price. I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to set it to yet. Let's kind of think about this. So $20 to $30 in price, $6,000 to, I would say let's look in the lower stuff. So nothing really too competitive. Let's go maybe to 14,000. Not 142,000, 14,000. Cool. And I'll just put a random number at the end. Kind of mixes it up. So maybe it was 14,100. We'll still look at that, right? Max reviews. Now here's something that I feel like everyone's been doing wrong. And I even used to teach this differently. So I would say look for anything under like 50 or 75, right? But I've proven this myself lately. I just tested this out in the field, quite literally. I launched a product and my main competitors have over 200 reviews, but there's not as many listings for the product. And it's blowing the product that has less reviews, but more competition out of the water. Even though on average, my other product, everyone has pretty much under 50 reviews. This product, there's a lot of people with 150, 210, 220. Maybe then there's some mixed in with 80, 50, 20, 10. But a lot of them have a couple hundred. And I've noticed it doesn't really matter. You just have to have a better differentiation. So don't be so hard on yourself with the reviews. You're gonna miss a lot of good product ideas. So I would say let's go actually up to more like 279 reviews or something. So I'm feeling comfortable in that range right now. And you could still start a reasonable priced product within that many reviews. What I would encourage you to look for instead, click on page 2, click on page 3, click all the way up to page 10. Instead of just looking at page 1 and basing all your results off that, go count the number of sellers, right? So I would say like anything under like 30 sellers per market is pretty good. You should be able to sneak in there, and odds are there's like 30 spots on page 1, right? So if you list it, even if you're at the back of all the pack, you're still on page 1 or 2, or you're not on page 130. So that's what I would encourage you to look at more. And we'll go a little bit into, now I'm going to be making this video more on how to set this up because it's product research. I'm probably not going to look for too many, but we will look through a little bit. And then max weight, let's put it to like, 1.5 pounds. So we'll look a little bit bigger. So now we have a very specific carved out area, and keep in mind this is only one category as well. So you could keep this the same and then maybe bounce into patio, lawn, and garden if you get bored looking through this. So let's go ahead and search now. See our results are almost at 71 million. They jump down to only 145. So we're looking at a very specific, very small batch of products, right? And now what I'm looking through here, if you guys have ever watched me before, I'm just looking at the pictures. I already know that the reviews and the revenue are going to be within the range that we just set. So all I'm looking for is the actual picture, looking for a product that I may not know what it is, or I'm kind of just intrigued by it. That's the best way of thinking of it. Paint sticks. Okay, interesting. We might be able to do that. And we'll open that one up and we'll come back and keep looking. Unpainted wooden eggs. I feel like that's only kind of doing well right now because it's almost Easter this weekend. So that I'm not going to click on. I feel like that's mostly going to be seasonal. Hemp wick. Okay, cool. That might be good. Come back, look for a couple more. So if you didn't see my last video, maybe you missed it. My whole kind of method when I'm doing product research It's not really to get caught up in chasing the products right away. I simply find an idea. I think it might be a good product. I like the idea. I'll click on it and I'll open like 5 up before I even go and analyze. So kind of learned this one from Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Workweek, right? It's like, don't confuse being busy with actually getting things done. So I could sit on here all day and just click around, randomly open up Jungle Scout, go down here, look through their pictures. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm being productive or even working closer towards my goal. I'd rather, kind of set up little models of what I'm doing. So right, I was setting up the filters and I was very specific to set up the filters. Now when I'm looking through here, just be looking through here. Don't be thinking about looking through here, instantly clicking in, going to Amazon, researching it, wasting some time going and looking at suppliers. Just relax and kind of find the ideas first, maybe even throw them on a list. Then tonight, tomorrow, go through the list and go analyze and bring them through the funnel. So what I mean by bringing them through the funnel is like, this is top of the funnel, right? So if I could draw this out, it's literally like a funnel. You know what a funnel looks like. So this is all just top. We're pouring things into the funnel and just pour more things into the funnel so the odds are better. And then out of the bottom is going to come everything that we've said, okay, the reviews look good, the market looks good. There's not too many listings and I think I could differentiate this product. So maybe you'll put 10 product ideas into the funnel and maybe 2 will come out and then you kind of battle the 2, right? So I don't know what just happened. We're gonna have to scroll down again. I messed up. Okay, we're not too far in, cool. Presser feet. Sewing machine, okay. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but I will open it. Because that I don't know what it is, I'm gonna see and try and figure out if it might be something good to sell. That's one of the best things that's gotten me to find successful products is like, I don't really know what that is and I'm not familiar with that product. Let's go figure it out. Usually a thing like colored pencils, notebooks, we know what those are, right? You can get those pretty much anywhere. We want a smaller market, not too big, not too small. That's what we're going for. I really like this category to look through specifically because of the kind of people that are going to be customers in this category. These are, this is arts and crafts, right? So if you're coming here, you're probably coming here for some kind of weird tool, something that is part of the art community, right? So it's like, you're not coming to arts and crafts for a sponge. You're kind of looking for probably a niche product in the first place that you maybe can't get at a store. So I don't know. I think it's a good category to look through. Maybe don't look through it though. Okay, so it's all about changing it up. Maybe if you like looking through it because there's a lot of weird products, maybe go to patio, lawn, and garden. Try and find something that's going to be, a killer seasonal, or not seasonal, killer non-seasonal, like outdoor product maybe. The whole beauty of doing product research is being creative and innovative with it. So I'll look for a little bit longer, and if we don't find anything, we'll kind of just go analyze those ones. We're going to be wrapping up here shortly though. So feel free to comment down below if you'd like more videos like this one, or if you just have any ideas, I'll leave some tips, stuff that you do, or something that you liked about this video. Either way, keep it positive. By the way, you guys, if you didn't grab Jungle Scout yet, I know we've been using it for a little while here, and we're also about to use their Chrome extension. Like I said, it's the second link down the description, and I'll show you the other tool, their Chrome extension right now. You can pick it up there, and I actually got you guys $20 off. So be sure not to miss that. You could get it through my link and get it pretty significant, $20 off. It's only $39 for the subscription for the web app we were just using to find products. And then this tool I'm about to show you, the Chrome extension, is only $100. So let's see, presser feet. So now we've come here. Obviously, I'm not going to explain what you have to do here. If you're coming to find, you've already been doing product research, you know what we should do. Presser feet. Okay, presser feet for sewing machines. Sounds like exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, and really quick, notice how I'm not opening up Jungle Scout right away. Typically you see me look at the first couple ones and I'll open up Jungle Scout. What I'm actually doing first, this is kind of what I would encourage you guys to do, is just go look and see how many listings there are. So that's like one of the main things I'm trying to tell you guys, right? Is don't focus so much on the reviews. Let's just see how many there are. So it takes up the whole first page and they were all relevant. And what you're looking for is where's the point where it kind of becomes unrelevant. So we'll go back and, before you go to the second page, you should look with Jungle Scout, but second page is still relevant. So there's a lot of different listings for this product, right? So we've probably looked at almost 100 now. Usually there's like 30 to 50 per page. So, okay, let's see. Let's just look with Jungle Scout now. Kind of see what the revenue looks like, right? So this is the Chrome extension. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with this tool. Okay, so this is kind of exactly the structure of the market I was just describing, right? So a lot of the people up top have 200, 300, 150 reviews. And we're blending in a lot of other ones. And this is kind of what I'm trying to point out to you, right? So for every market where there's people with 300 reviews, there's also someone with like 30 crushing it. Or like, look, this guy's got number 1 organically, 61, and there's someone with 228 right under him. So that one's a little bit more expensive. Okay, he's going for a little bit lower price set. But yeah, that's what always motivates me so much, is I'll see a market like this. There's people with a couple hundred reviews, and then all of a sudden, you just see this guy sliding under the radar, doing $3,000 with, under 100 reviews, under 75 reviews. Someone doing $3,000 here with 30 reviews, just at, $5 product. Like this one's more impressive. There's probably a better profit margin for this. Now, analyzing the market really quickly, I don't actually like this one. So there is a pretty good widespread revenue. And the monthly sales are pretty consistent on the whole first page. Reviews are a little consistently too high though. And as we just saw, it's 2 full pages of listings like this. So I don't think there's much left to differentiate as far as like a big kit like this goes. So we're just going to drop right out of it. Don't waste any more time on it. If I know it's not good, we don't need to go look on Alibaba for it. We can just say, nope, not going to do that one. And that's kind of how I encourage you to do your product research, structured, right? So find a couple product ideas, then go look at them. And then don't jump right to finding a supplier. Only, go through the funnel in order. So Hempwick would be the broadest. I think Hempwick spool is more like what this one is. Cool. So we see actually, I figured this would be kind of competitive, but we'll see anyway. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the reviews, guys. More so worried about how many listings are there. Oh, excuse me. Not a lot of revenue from what's loading so far. Yeah. I could already tell based off of what I've seen so far. It's not really too much revenue. So we have one doing 17. He's crushing it up there. They have 600 reviews. Yeah, so it doesn't look too good. So I'm not, mostly everyone has a lot of reviews. Looks pretty established. And the revenue is not even as high as I'd like it consistently. Most people doing $1 or $2,000, $2 or $3,000 a month. And then one person doing 17, one person doing 10. I'd like to see more consistency there. So this one's not too good. But again, I've never seen any of these products before, and that's what I'm saying. So it's not like you're always, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with me. It's not like you're always going to find perfect products, right? So let's see, paint sticks. But it's the fact that I've been doing product research consistently for a couple weeks, and I'll see a bunch of products at the same time, but I've never seen any of these. So clearly what I'm doing right now is working. Cool, let's check this out. And that's like exactly it. So don't feel discouraged if you're not finding a good product every day. I'll go sometimes a week without even finding a couple products that I really like. Some are all right, but none that are like, wow, I want to sell that. Be more creative in Jungle Scout don't be afraid to push those further. So maybe I'll look at $20 to $30. Maybe then I'll look at $30 to $40 with everything else the same. Then maybe I'll look at $20 to $40, so all of those combined, but then I'll change the monthly sales to $500 to $800. Okay, so change small parts of it. You could keep the fundamental idea the same of what we're looking for here. So you want a price range kind of under like $50 or $60, right? Reviews, we don't want more than like 200 or 300. Some would say even lower, 70 to 100. Doesn't matter. Fundamentally, you want to change this all the time. So never keep one setting that you always use. I would encourage you to use many different ones all the time. So always be changing this up. And that's really the only way to guarantee you're going to be seeing different stuff. You know, what do you expect? If you're always using the same filter, there's probably not that many new listings coming in every day. So you're probably going to see all the same stuff most of the time. Okay, so a lot of these aren't even the right things. It's kind of like what we were talking about. There's really not that many paint stick listings, so they're kind of spread throughout here. Maybe like wooden paint sticks. Cool, so now we see a more consistent market here, and let's just check this out now. This is going to be the last one we're going to do, actually. And then I want you to get Jungle Scout if you don't have it already, and go do some product research. That's what you need to be doing. I love getting people to stop watching YouTube videos. It's funny I'm telling you that in a YouTube video, and actually go out and do it. Go out and do it, try it, and then come back for more advice. But you actually should be trying it. It's really the only way you're ever going to get somewhere doing this business model. So if you try, that's best life advice I could give you. Okay, so this market actually doesn't look bad. So there's one person with 125. You know, it's not super high, right? This is a pretty narrow market. So if we could land somewhere up here, I think we could do pretty good. You know, a $20 sale price. That guy is crushing it. 21 reviews. And he's doing $8,600 per month. So if he had a 50% profit margin, technically he has to. The filter we put in, yeah, it's just wooden sticks. Those are gonna be cheap. $22. If he's making $11 per unit, and he's selling 400 a month. Now he's doing 13 units a day. So guy's making, you know, 140 bucks every single day. That's really cool. And that's profit. So that's awesome. That's a pretty low-hanging fruit, I would say. This product is someone with 5 reviews, doing 125 sales per month with a very shadowy, non-professional first picture. So something to look into, definitely. And that's kind of what I was telling you about. So how do we find, you know, I've never seen this product before. I know what it is, obviously. I'm not an idiot. I know what these are used for. But I've never seen it as an Amazon product, and I never thought of it. So I would encourage you to go out. If you haven't already, you could pick up Jungle Scout below, like I was saying. Save you a little bit of money. I got you the link where you get $20 off. Start doing product research. If you've already been doing product research, implement this strategy where maybe you're a little bit more lenient with your reviews, but you're tougher on the amount of listings there are. So don't try and enter a market where you could look at, you know, 5 pages of sellers all trying to sell this product. If we look at the average there, maybe the first 10 are doing good, and then you have 150 other like listings that aren't doing good. What does that say for your odds of getting in there, right? Even if you differentiate pretty well, you kind of drowned out and it's gonna be hard to rank up top. Say you come in and there's only 30 listings, 25, even maybe 20, 15 listings. You rank with a good differentiation, there's really no fighting to do, right? You kind of pop up in the middle of the first page to start if you do it correctly. If you use a giveaway service like maybe page 1 of 5 and some small amount of PPC, you should be able to rank fairly easily. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of this. Be sure to like, helps so much. My channel is getting a little bigger now, so I'd like to get even bigger and reach more and more people. So just simply thumbs upping the video right down below can help out a lot. And leave a comment one thing that you liked during the video, one strategy you're going to start using that maybe you didn't know about before. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.